people? Welcome back to the fourth dimension. It's Ken Jackson here. Hope you guys are doing okay. If not, you know what to do. Hit me up, man. Get the stuff off your chest. Get it out your mind, man. Let's chit chat, man. Everything gonna be okay, all right, man? We need each other, man. Today, I'm gonna be telling you guys how to try to step-by-step wire everything for your amp and your speakers. This is for a 2022 Kia Stinger GT2 with the Harmon carding system. It's gonna be a little different for the base model with the regular system without the sun and sound package, right? Harmon carding. I want to make this video because I've seen a few of the videos talking about how to hook things up, and some people didn't specify whether it was the sun and sound package or GT2. Some people didn't do that, and I was getting a little bit confused, and I ended up having to figure out things. I used the video and obviously the wiring diagram to try to figure out everything. I'm gonna obviously put what parts I have, what things I ordered, what all was needed, and what I did. How long it took, I really wasn't counting because technically it took multiple days, but I did maybe like half of it while I was at work, so I don't really count how long it took. But if you look it up, you read the forums, people are telling you you can do this within 20 minutes. If you've done this before, probably 20 minutes, right? If you're new to it, give yourself an hour, man. Give yourself some leg room, right? I was pretty new to it. I figured it out on my own pretty much. So first things first, you want to take the battery cover off, which mine is up here. And then you're going to take your spare tools and your spare tire, take it out, right? Next thing is you're gonna have to take this part off, your kick plate. So you might as well do that right now. You have one spot right here. You're gonna use a flathead or a plastic trim remover tool thingy. You know those little plastic retainer clips? You have two. Take that off. And then this whole side cover needs to come off because it's gonna be a lot easier for you. You have three 10mm screws, one right here, and one up there. And then you have another 10mm up here, and the rest of that is clipped in. So you're just gonna pull these out, or really you can come, because once you take this part off, because this part is covering this cover, so you can really just grab it up under there, or use a flathead or whatever you can to get from up out of there. And once you do that, do not yank it out because you have to unplug the light, right? Just like this side, you have another light over here, so you have to unplug this first, right? Once you do that, your Harmon carding amp is right here, and I believe for the base model is also right here. You have another three 10mm screws that you need to take out, and once you take those out, you lift it up and pull it, not pull it towards you, lift it up, because as you can see, there's a hole right there. Lift it up, push it back, bring it down, pull it out towards you. Whew, I don't know why I am out of breath. Oh, should I just hit my head on this car? Okay. Oh, before you get started, obviously take off your negative battery terminal, put it down here to the side somewhere. As you know, most people set up their amps down here. They get a small enough amp, but if you have a bigger amp, you can figure out where to put it, maybe on the side somewhere, plug it under the seats. What people do, I don't know, next to the seat, behind the seat, you'll figure it out, okay? Fuse wise, I have not fuse, but cable wise, wire wise, I have the kicker. I'm gonna post a picture of it. This one actually has what each wire is right on the back. So once you figure out the wiring diagram, you're gonna be straight, right? So you have one and you have two. Blue is one, red is two. Two is everything for your speakers. Red is nothing but speakers, all right? Red, nothing but speakers. Blue, there's a few speakers. Then there's your accessories, your grounds, some other things. I can't remember off the top of my head. But what you're doing is everything on the top is positive. Everything on the bottom is negative, okay? I might as well take this off for you guys. So what we have is the amp, the Lexicon amp. And then you have the kicker and everything plugged into it, right? So the kicker is everything on the back here is going to tell you what each wire is. So as I stated, everything on top, the top row is, this whole top row is positive. This red is all speakers. Everything on the top row is positive. Everything on the bottom row is negative. So we have positive to positive. So we have the blue over here. The side that's closest to your, this is the part that got me, because there's 2 browns, there's 2 whites, there's multiple of the same color, right? So the side that's closer to the blue, to the blue connector, this is the side you're going to use, right? Ignore this side. This is the side you're going to use that's closer to the blue. So we have top blue positive, top brown positive. Right below the blue, you have a red, that's your negative, and right below the brown, you have a white, that's a negative. So, as I stated on the kicker, you're just going to go positive, positive. You're just going to say positive white. Let me see if I can flip it over. I can unplug this for now, actually. So on the top, it's going to say white. You see that left positive, then left negative, right positive, right negative. So yeah, so match it up. Your blue is your first speaker. Actually, your blue is your second speaker, actually. So this white one is plugged into the first speaker, the driver's side. This is for me, it's kind of mirrored. You might have something different on your little remote, but this is how I set mine up and it's working. So just remember, you have a driver's side, passenger side. Be careful with the cables, stuff like that. I spliced into them. You should have 4 on this side, depending on how you want to do it. Like I said, everything over here is speakers. Everything over here is speakers. This is your accessories, so forth and so on, 12 volt. So as you can see on the bottom, we have blue, 12 volt. I plug that into the accessories, so it only turns on when the car thingy is on, when I turn on accessories. Then we have the RCA part, which is that on the back, and the black, that's ground. And I plug that into another, because the bottom part down here is ground as well on the blue side. So that's the only thing on the blue side is the accessories, and then the black ground. From there, once you finish that and you put that up, you have your fuse set up. You have your amp, whatever amp you're going to use. I have this Planet Audio Anarchy, which just actually came out of my Nissan Maxima. And I was wondering why they use such a big ass amp, but whatever. For this amp specifically, you have your speaker, positive and negative, and then you have your 12 volt remote and then ground. So obviously I had my positive running into the fuse and then running into the battery positive, and then I had a negative running here. Like I said, I just got this. Obviously this is not how it's going to look. I'm just doing a video real quick. Then the remote wire, I ran it all the way. I didn't tuck it in yet. Let me show you this. On the back, as you can see, you have a fuse panel. Fuse panel, fuel pump, heated mirror. Let me see if I can get some focus. Heated mirror, amp, spare, another fuel pump amp, accessory, ignition, right? Usually I would use a 20 amp fuse. None of these back here are 20 amp. The only 20 amp back here is the heated rear seats. That's it. I didn't want to tap into anything else, so I'm gonna run the wire, the remote wire, all the way to the front. Let me get my light. I forgot my light. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I don't know. I haven't even done anything, man. Damn. Come up to the front. Your fuse panel. Right. Take it off. We have fuse switch in the middle. This is the one that I used. The sunroof. You know the sunroof is only going to open when you have it on accessories. There is no power outlet up here for the cigarette lighter. That's what you would usually use. I'm gonna show you where that's at. You know what else isn't up here? What you want to do, flip this switch, turn it off. Before you take that out, turn it off. Your fuse puller is not in here. What you want to do, come to the hood, pop your hood while you're already down there. Let me get the damn light again. God, dog. And this light come in handy. This mug got different levels to it. Mug got floodlight level and all this other stuff. You want to pop your hood, come to your fuse panel. Under the hood, you have 3 fuse panels in this car. Yes, I know. Open that. Take that off. I'm going to show you right here real quick. Your power outlets. You're going to be missing some fuses. That's because this car does not use it like this CVVT. Where is the power outlet? You have those right up there. Those are your cigarette lighters. You have those. You got your ignition. You have a bigger power outlet. I do not know what that one's for. But we're going to ignore everything under here. We just want that white part. You see that? We want the fuse puller. That's what we want. Take that out. Go take that 20 amp out. Don't forget to turn the switch off. Close this. Close this back. Come on now. Come on. There you go. Yeah, I know I gotta turn the lights off. If you have snorkels, and obviously, if you had the snorkels for whatever stinger you have, the lights are gonna come on and off because you're unplugging the battery and plugging it back in. So don't worry about that. So, you're gonna come up here, take the fuse out, and you know what to do. This is what I do, at least. I stick it behind there. But obviously, we're gonna have to take this panel off, or matter of fact, we're gonna run it through here. We're just gonna run it right through here, through the weather stripping, or underneath that, just to get it out the way. Now, just to show you that it does work, damn, I do gotta find some non-copywritten music, I guess. What we got? Why is my... So we have everything hooked up. We have the bass turned down. Gonna plug this back up, plug the RCAs back up. Got the RCAs plugged up. You're shaking the garage and everything. Yeah. Turn the bass down on the amp. And that's about it. Obviously, I have to get the remote. I have to go get my remote from upstairs and run the line wire from up here. So those are the only 2 wires going up front. But yeah, that's how you do everything. I'm gonna clean everything up, set everything back in, and we'll be done. I hope I was able to help you guys out with a little bit more detail. I'm not sure, but if not, I will be responding to comments. That was the other problem that I saw. Turn this off. That was the other problem that I saw, was that people had a lot of questions, and basically the videos that were posted that I watched, the questions was not getting answered. So I will be here to try to answer the questions to the best of my ability. I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
I'm top niggas like Freddy Krueger, this limo like Lex Luger. I'm telling you, little soul got more fine Royce than Hooter. I'm insane and untamed. These hands bring a lot of pain. My trouble still on his, you begging for road gang. It's a stain.
All right, so everything is hooked up. It's a perfect fit, honestly, with the tonneau cover, and this is already tinted in the back, but obviously it's a perfect fit. What I was trying to do was I was gonna connect the amp. I was gonna mount the amp to the back of the speakers, but my positive and negative wires aren't long enough. So I'm gonna have to get some longer one of those, but for now, it's just mounted to the side. And actually, I decided to put the remote wire right there where the rear heated seat is. Right there on amp 20. Not amp 20, but that 20 amp fuse for the rear seat heater. And it's working. That way I didn't have to go under the seats or anything like that. But obviously I'm still gonna have to do that for the actual remote knob. So yeah, this place, it's a perfect fit, right? It's a perfect fit. Like I said, it doesn't interrupt anything. All my bags and stuff can still go on the left and right. Obviously you can still get groceries. This area still looks the same. The speakers sound great. Now, the only thing left to do is to test it, make sure everything's working properly, leave everything overnight, make sure everything is connected properly, make sure no battery is being drained or anything like that. But tested the speakers, everything worked fine. And yeah, that's it for this video. I know I just said that, but this time is actually it. Remember, you can use the 20 amp for the sunroof. You can go under the hood and use the power outlet, or you can use the fuse in the back. So, like I said, I'm going to test this out, make sure everything's working properly. Tomorrow morning, clean up my mess, and that is it. Everything in the car is running okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.